It's an unseasonably warm spring afternoon in Athens, Ohio, as we have some non-conference action at Bob Wrenn Stadium between the Morehead State Golden Eagles and the Ohio Bobcats. I'm Grant Kiefer. Alongside me is my partner, Daniel Barnard. And Daniel, these teams met 2 weeks ago to the day, and the fireworks would be an understatement to describe that game.
Yeah, absolutely, Grant. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Fireworks is certainly an understatement. The last 2 times these 2 teams met, if you're not familiar with baseball, 33 runs were put on the board. That is a lot of runs. 19-14, the final score there. Morehead State saw an amazing performance by Riley Priest. 3 home runs in that game. They will certainly be looking towards him to be a key contributor again, and he might have a great chance to do so as we see a bullpen game today from both teams.
That's right, as both starters making their first starts of the season today, both of them typically relievers, and being a midweek game, it's a perfect opportunity to let some other guys get some experience.
Absolutely. We see warming up right now for the Bobcats, Tyler Peck taking the mound. He's got 13 1/3 innings to his name so far this season with a rather high ERA of 6.08. And now we will go ahead and get started here.
Leading off for the Golden Eagles, Riley Priest.
As I mentioned, he had a 3 home run game a couple weeks ago at Morehead State.
That one in for a strike. Starts out 0-1. Morehead State team could definitely hit the ball, as Priest himself batting .317 at OPS of 1,211. That one out and low. Sides it back up at 1-1.
Big key today for Tyler Peck's going to be getting ahead of these hitters early. If you want to keep these runs down, you want to keep them off balance. Getting ahead can do that.
He'll get ahead here. Is that one outside? Put the count up to 2-1. That one in, and that will be 3-1 now. Ohio not really liking that call. That one was just a little outside, but nonetheless, now a chance here for a leadoff walk for Riley Priest. That one driven out to right field. That will get down and could be extra bases. Priest making the turnaround second, and he will get in there for a stand-up double to lead off the game for the Golden Eagles.
And that one shot right down the line. It was a hitter's count right there. He was looking for his pitch, and he got it. Drilled it into right field. Will Sturck got that one back in quickly, preventing any further damage than that. We'll go over the lineup real quick. From left to right in the outfield, Trevor Lucas, A.J. Roush, and Will Sturck for the Bobcats. Cole Williams getting the start today at first base. Alec Patino at second. Nick Dolan at short. Colin Kasperbauer at third. And behind the plate is Blake Reed.
Up next for the Golden Eagles, Jackson Feltner. That one gets away. Going for third. Puts the tag down. Safe is the call. So Ohio not liking that call. It was close. No instant replay. I'm sure Craig Moore will want an explanation. But now Morehead State already had a runner in score position, but now go ahead run already just 90 feet away early on here.
Looking like an aggressive mindset, trying to get runs on the board early.
Doesn't even try to take a peek at that one. Good slider. Just a little outside. Will be 2-0. Jackson Feltner also having a good season at the plate, as that will be the key theme for a lot of this Morehead State team. Batting .385 on the season. That one high and in. Will be 3-0 now. It's Tyler Peck, 6 balls, only 1 strike, 7 pitches in.
You talked about,
excuse me.
You talked about Jackson Feltner hitting very well. He's second in the OVC so far up to this point as he takes ball 4 right there. But they have played 6 conference games, have Morehead State, and he has not struck out in one of them. A great asset to have in the 2-hole. He's on now, runners on the corners.
Runners on the corners. Very disciplined Morehead State team. Good eyes early on, especially from the top half of this lineup. Up next will be Roman Kuntz. Started all 27 games this year for the Golden Eagles. That one out the right field, and we'll get through. Morehead State will go ahead in the first inning. 1-0. Going for third, and he will get in there. Throw is over. He will stay put at third, and Roman Kuntz will advance to second on the throwing error. So now Morehead State already up 1-0. 2 more runners in scoring position, and no outs in the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the fireworks begin. First 3 batters of the inning all reach. That time, the runner getting into second on the throw into third, going back to the backstop. So now, not only was it an RBI single, but they have 2 runners in scoring position still for the cleanup hitter.
That one down low, called strike. It's Riley Priest's 34th run scored of the season. He leads the team in that category as this top half of the lineup for Morehead State just keeps producing. That one grounded foul down the first base line. 0-2.
You talked about this team producing. Produce they have all year long. They're averaging just over 8 runs a game. In wins, they come in with a 15-12 record. So look for them to keep tacking on these runs early.
0-2. That one fouled down the right field line. Stay at the 0-2 count. Still no outs. It's the first time Tyler Peck's been able to get ahead in this game, and being able to get that first out would be crucial for him.
Big momentum shift, big advantage.
He'll get a strikeout there. His 11th on the season, strikes out Nick Gooden, who we forgot to introduce, but started 22 of the 23 games he's appeared in this year. That will now be strikeout number 22 for him on the season. Up next for the Golden Eagles, Colton Becker, who started all 27 games for the Golden Eagles this year, batting .281, .782 OPS, getting on base at a .386 percentage. That one popped up, shallow right field. And second baseman Alex Patino's got it. 2-away.
A huge shift in the momentum right there for Tyler Peck on the mound. In terms of that mindset, you let the first 3 get on and kind of in your head a little bit, like, I just need to get this out. And he got 2 quick ones there. Still only 1 run on the board so far in the inning. He's looking to get out of this with minimal damage.
Looking to do so indeed. Is up next is Chase Vincent. Only hitting at a 196 rate this year. In terms of RBI, he has 18 so far this year. That one low and in will be 1-0. So both of his outs that Peck's recorded this inning, he's gotten ahead in the count. But when he's letting the hitter get ahead in the count, every single one of them has gotten on base. The 1-0. That one just outside. Nice frame job by first-time starter Blake Reed today. We'll talk about him a little bit later in this one. It's now 2-0.
You mentioned Blake Reed back there. Mason Minzy, the DH today for the Bobcats, a typical starter behind the dish.
That one tipped to foul. Backstop. 2-1. You take a look there. Some yellow pinstripe uniforms for the Eagles today. If you drop a hot dog, it's got mustard on those uniforms. It's not going to blend in. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
These Bobcat fans starting to get behind their pitcher, trying to get out of this inning. Like I said, minimal damage surrendered. Would be huge to leave 2 runners on base here and get the bats up and going.
2 runners in scoring position. 1-0 Morehead State. The 2-2. That one foul way behind and out of the stadium. Remains 2-2.
Watch out on the field hockey field.
Yeah, that one went all the way back there. All the athletic complexes pretty much grouped up together here. A beautiful day for baseball at Bob Brent Stadium. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He'll get out of it once he gets thrown out at first, and he'll get him. Tyler Peck gets out of the inning as your Bobcats will go up in the bottom of the first. Coming up next. Welcome back to Bobcat TV. It's the bottom of the first inning. Morehead State stranded a pair, but they lead 1-0 early on in this one. As for the Bobcats, A.J. Roush will lead off. Alec Patino comes in at 2. Mason Minzy at 3. He's DHing today, usually the everyday catcher. Will Sturrock at 4. First pitch will go to the backstop 1-0. Batting 5th for the Bobcats today, Colin Casper Bauer. And then some new faces coming in at the bottom half of the order. Cole Williams in the 6th spot playing first base today. Blake Reed is batting 7th, making his first career start. That one high, 2-0. Trevor Lucas batting 8th. He was a DH a few times this year. He's out in left field today. And batting 9th is Nick Dolan. That one grounded. We'll get past the shortstop. It will be a leadoff single for A.J. Roush.
Hey, Grant, we talked about how it's a bullpen day for both of these teams. Ethan Davis on the bump for Morehead State today. He comes in with a 9.45 ERA, his 6th appearance on the year. But we'll see if he can start to get in the groove here as he surrenders that first batter single right there.
Mason Minzy up next. Shows bunt. That one high. Will be 1 out. Mason Minzy leads the team in home runs with 8. I apologize. That's actually Alec Patino at the plate. Got ahead of myself there. Runner goes. Foul ball. Alec Patino could definitely hit the ball, too, as well as a lot of this Bobcat team can. 9 doubles on the season, 4 home runs, OPS of 1,017, slugging percentage of .581.
I don't know if you noticed that right there, Grant, but Alec really put a charge into that ball. He hit it foul, but it went over that bullpen wall. Had that been a little bit more to the right, that would have been a home run for the Bobcats.
Yeah, just a little late on that one, but 1-1, Alec Patino. Checks on him at first. Works to no avail. Alec Patino, typically the everyday first baseman, playing second today. The Bobcats really changed things up for this midweek non-conference matchup, trying some different things out before they get back into MAC play this weekend. Runner goes, another foul. A.J. Roush leads the team with 9 stolen bases this year. He's only been caught twice. Definitely someone that Morehead State will want to check on at the base pass. Davis, ready, deliver the 1-2. Rounds that one, double play opportunity here. 6-4, not in time. He is safe, and at first will be a fielder's choice. 1 out in the inning. Now up next will be Mason Minzy, who's DHing today, typically the everyday catcher, but Blake Reed in there for his first collegiate start at catcher.
And that was Colton Becker at shortstop on the put out there at second. From left to right for Morehead State, Carter Owens in left, Riley Priest in center, Chase Vinson in right field, Isaiah Guzman at third base, obviously Colton Becker over there at short, Nick Gooden at second base, and Jackson Feltner at first. Ethan Davis, battery mate for this one. Carter Sakamoto, he'll be calling the pitches behind the plate, rather.
First pitch of this at bat, a ball low and out. That one also low. Patino has to stumble to get back to first. 2 out.
Lucky that pitch was in the dirt. Could have been an easy back pick situation down there.
Yeah, a lot of pitches have looked to maybe get past the catchers today, but both catchers done an excellent job blocking so far. The 2-0, 1 out. Almost hit him. That'll be 3 out. Mason Minzy, 17 walks on the season, getting on base at a .431 rate. Definitely an argument for best hitter on this Bobcat team. The 3-0. That one lofted up. Making a call for it. That one will head foul. It's in the perfect spot in between the third baseman and the left fielder.
Hey, Guzman really got on his high horse trying to get to that one over there. Just out of his outstretched arm.
Mason Minzy still ahead in the count. Now 3-1.
Big gap in between that center and right fielder.
Runner goes, foul tip. Now all of a sudden, Ethan Davis has worked himself back to a full count. Alec Patino, only one stolen base in the year. He's been caught twice. Tried to get one back there. Now 3-2. Interesting to see if they send him again. Ethan Davis. Payoff pitch. That one grounded. Going for the double play. And will get it. It's Morehead State. Allows no runs there to end the first. Morehead State will retain their 1-0 lead. Welcome back to Bobcat TV, live here from Bob Wren Stadium for Morehead State versus Ohio. Morehead State leads off descending at the plate. Carter Owens. Morehead State leads 1-0. Got ahead early in the first, stranded a pair as Tyler Peck worked himself back out of the jam he got himself in. That one was low. 1-0. Grounded to the first baseman. We'll just get the put out at first base. One down already.
Hey, you talked about how he was able to strand a pair in the first. Second and third, nobody out, a run already in. He was able to buckle down, get out of that one, and he continues that strongly here. We'll see if he is able to carry that momentum throughout these next couple innings, give his team a couple of scoreless frames. Try to get the bats going here in the second.
Next up, Carter Sakamoto. That one barreled high out the center field. Looking to call for it. That one will be caught by A.J. Roush. 2 away. So 5 up, 5 down for Tyler Peck after allowing the first 3 runners to get on. Safe to say he's really settled into this one.
Yes, he has. As I mentioned just a minute ago, that's now 5 straight batters retired after surrendering 3 base runners to start this one. A really good job of buckling down and attacking the zone.
The nigh hold. Isaiah Guzman, excuse me. That one low, 1-0.
We saw on that last one, Sakamoto flying out to left center field. A.J. Roush kind of shading the sun. For those of you that don't know, that sun blaring right over that first base dugout at this time of the day. It's tough out there when those balls get lifted high into the air trying to shield it and make that grab. So a good play out there by A.J. Roush.
Last pitch just a little bit low, 2-0. That one popped way up in the air. Looking shallow right field. Going forward to Sturrock, and he'll catch it. The end of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Tyler Peck has retired 6 batters in a row. Morehead State still leads 1-0. Welcome back to Bobcat TV here on the Bobcat TV network. Ohio down 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. We're at the plate right now. Will Sturrick calling Casper Bauer and Cole Williams due up this inning.
These 4, 5, 6 guys looking to get something going.
That one fouled into the stands. Now 1-1. Ethan Davis off to a good start so far. Only one hit allowed through one inning. That one outside 2-1.
I'd imagine if you're Mick Aoki, head coach in that Morehead State dugout, you're going to want 3, 4 innings, strong innings from Ethan Davis today before he ends up turning it over.
As we had mentioned, both these pitchers, the openers for presumed bullpen games, both definitely capable of showing good stuff as we've seen so far. That one popped high out the shortstop, Becker. It'll be one away.
Up next for your Bobcats, Colin Casper Bauer.
Calling Casper Bauer up next to the plate. Casper Bauer in a little bit of a slump right now, but only way to break it is to just start hitting it. Slugging 280 this year, 353 on base percentage. Through 100 at-bats, he leads the team in at-bats. Started 24 games. That one outside, one out.
Yeah, Casper Bauer actually one of the Bobcats that's hitting below the 300 mark. 7 of these 9 starters today hitting over the 300 mark. So expect to see a lot of base hits. There's the announcer's jinx right there.
There's one right there. Takes a turnaround first, but we'll stop there. We'll get on.
Solid piece of hitting the other way out of the outstretched arm. Just sound fundamental baseball right there. The Bobcats have a man on. See if they can't do something with that.
Cole Williams up next to the plate. Hasn't played much this year, but the numbers speak for themselves. 482 on base percentage, 702 slugging percentage, 1,184 OPS. He's a junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, playing first base today. That one almost got away from the catcher, and will be one out. Davis has been working himself into counts. He's had to try and get out of here early on. He delivers the one out. That one in for a strike. Gets one back. 1-1. Ethan Davis coming into this one only pitched 6 2/3 innings. As we had mentioned, he had that 9.45 ERA. That one low and in. 2-1. Cole Williams showing some very good discipline here. We're going to long at bat already. It's a 2-1 comes in. Almost hits him. Now 3-1.
These Bobcats desperately looking for a win here today. They have lost the last 4 meetings with Morehead State dating back to 2021. It was early on in that year that they got their last win. So
runner goes. That one off his foot. Has to shake it off a little bit. At bat continues.
I was going to say, that one looked a little weird off the bat. I didn't notice that it hit his foot. But
yeah, it kind of just dribbled out there. Not a lot of velo.
Home plate umpire right on it.
So runner Casper Bauer got to jump there looking to steal. This Bobcat team not afraid to steal. Payoff pitch. Runner goes, but that one fouled. We'll do it again.
Both of these teams have been rather aggressive to start. We saw leadoff hitter Riley Priest for the Golden Eagles in the first, taking third base on a ball that just got away from the catcher. Now the Bobcats, several stolen base attempts, just foul balls.
That one way out there to left field, having to track it down out there. That one will get off the wall. So we'll stop the runner at third, and that will be a double for Cole Williams. Cole Williams, the double there. That's just his second of the season.
That Carter Owens, the left fielder out there, that ball was shot off the bat, a line drive straight to the wall. He started back and just could not keep up with it. Ball was hit so hard that Casper Bauer couldn't even get to third base before the ball got back to the infield. Nonetheless, 2 ducks on the pond here for the Bobcats.
Last time we saw runners on second and third in this game, Morehead State stranded both of them. 1 out now. Double play is not an option. Blake Reed at the plate, swing and miss. Down 0-1. So we had mentioned this is Blake Reed's first Ohio career start. Only 1 hit on the season, hasn't played much, but the off day for Mason Minzy behind the dish gave Blake Reed the opportunity. That one out the right field, drifting, could get down, and it will. That will score a run for Ohio. And Blake Reed in there with this second hit of the season. Tie game.
Great piece of hitting right there. He saw the open lane down there along the right field line. Just poked one out there, got the bat head out. Both runners had to hold up there for a second, not knowing if it was going to be caught or not. So everybody's going to move up 90 feet, but we got a tie ball game.
Runners in the corners, 1 out. Double play is on, but now having a new batter at the plate. Trevor Lucas out in left field today. Usually a DH, not a typical starter, but like we said, a little bit of a different look for Ohio today. Just a pitch to the righty. That one high. 1-0. So Ohio already 4 hits on the board, and they're starting to work up Ethan Davis's pitch count. Already sits at 29. Pitch number 30 right here, grounded. Double plays on. 5-4-3. Gets it in time. Ohio strands 1. That will be the end of the second inning. Bobcats tied it up. We're knotted up at 1-1. New pitcher on the mound already for the Bobcats. We did say it would be a bullpen day, and hey, it's a season debut. Patrick Straub, the redshirt sophomore out of Aurora, Illinois. Had 3 appearances in 2021. Not so great numbers, though. Allowed 7 hits, 9 earned runs, and 2 1/3 innings. That one low and in for a ball 1, but like we said, this is a bullpen day. An opportunity to get some fresh faces in there. Patrick Straub able to make his season debut. That one outside, 2-0.
Bobcats were able to knot this one up at 1 in the bottom half of the second. Brand new ball game. Here as we start the top half of the third. Straub on the hill.
Riley Priest pops that one up. He had a double in his first appearance. Trying to track it down out there in the mid-afternoon sun. It's caught by Lucas, one away. So one up, one down for Patrick Straub. Of course, not the numbers you wanted to see during his 2021 season. Didn't play it all last year, took the red shirt year. This year, back at it, coming in midway through this year. The make an appearance against Morehead State, already off to a good start. But up next, Jackson Feltner. Jackson Feltner walked his first plate appearance. That one low, one out.
This is a good situation to bring him into. You got a midweek non-conference game going up against Morehead State, and he's getting to face some good batters here too. So we'll see how he can feed off of that. So far, so good.
1-1 count, one out already in the inning. Delivers. That one high, 2-1.
Breaking pitch that just didn't break in time right there.
And not a lot of movement on that one. The 2-1. One gets away. As Feltner gets ahead, 3-1. Feltner already had the walk in the first inning. And that was walk number 25 for him on the year. He leads the team in walks. This is a team that walks at a pretty impressive rate, especially top half of the lineup. 3-1. Gets off the catcher, and it'll be Feltner's second walk of the game.
That's all you can ask for as a coach, is for your top of the order guys just to get on base, so those bigger hitters, the 3, 4, 5 guys, come up, possibly drive them in with a ball in the gap or down the line, something like that. So good work at the plate so far in this one by Feltner. And I mean, he's a threat to do it. He can get it done with the bat, so possibly a pitch around approach from the Bobcats.
That one catches the outside corner to the Roman Kuntz. 0-1. He had the RBI single in his first plate appearance, but the only run on the board for Morehead State. Maybe the chance to do it again here with a runner on first. Straub delivers the 1-0, gets past the catcher. And Jackson Feltner will take second base easily. We talked about how the catchers were doing a good job blocking early on, but Blake Reed already allowed a handful of pass balls here early on.
Yeah, he surrendered a few here in this inning already. See if he can't get back on track. They're going to need him. Going to need to prevent every run, every base they can. It all starts behind the dish.
1-1, one out, one runner on. That one grounded. Routine play for 3 out, but the runner moves to third. So now Jackson Feltner now just 90 feet away from scoring with 2 outs. And with a chance to drive him in will be Nick Gooden. Nick Gooden on 10 RBI on the season.
We'll see if Gooden can't make Blake Reed pay for that pass ball right there. Might be coming back to that one. That one, obviously a ground out to second. Could have been a double play ball had the ball not got past him.
Yeah, would have ended the inning. So here we go, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Haven't seen too many of those, as both these teams very disciplined at the plate, but Nick Gooden down quickly 0-1 with 2 outs.
Got a real nice reaction from the crowd right there. The off-speed pitch had him out in front.
So who's an Oz? 0-1. One low and in. 1-1. Patrick Straub looking to get his first collegiate inning over with. Swing and a miss. A 1-2. Chance to get out of this unscathed. Now just 1 strike away. Pause and play. Umps his play on.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a high heater right here. He's come with the off-speed.
Lines it just past third baseman. That'll be a runner scored for Morehead State. Just so close to getting out of this one. Is be a Nick Gooden double on that one right there. RBI double. Morehead State now leads 2-1. Was just so close. It was mere inches away from getting into the glove of Casper Bauer.
That one was shot. They don't call it the hot corner for no reason, Grant. That ball came off the bat hot, right down the line. So the Golden Eagles are able to cash in there on the miscue.
Swinging a miss to Colton Becker now. He's looking to get out with minimal damage here at this point. Already gave up the lead, but not wanting to add on anymore with another runner in scoring position. Morehead State already stranded 2 runners on base so far. Shows bunt. That one outside. Morehead State works back to 1-1 count.
Possibly just a tactic to throw his timing off on the mound there with 2 outs here. I don't really expect to see a bunt laid down, but I've been surprised before in this game. You never know. Catch one of the corner infielders lacking.
Yeah.
Lay a nice drag bunt down, get down the line quickly. You never know, but
Infield is playing back, so are the outfielders, maybe just about 50 feet between them and the wall. So Blooper, the outfield, could easily score the runner. That one fouled on the first base line. Now 2-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Morehead State with 2 runs. Patrick Straub once again faces himself with a chance to get out of this one with only 1 earned run. Would have to be a pretty big victory, considering there's another runner in scoring position at this point, facing the heart of Morehead State's order. That one had to be dodged by Colton Becker. Now full count, 2 outs.
good job to get out of the way of that one.
Although had he taken that, that's another runner on.
Yeah, it is.
But would have forced a double play, though, so you got your options. The 3-2. That one high and it into the Ohio dugout. Will remain at a full count. 2 outs to go. Pretty big here for Patrick Straub. You can make the argument that this is the biggest pitch of his collegiate career coming up. It is only the 3rd inning, but big opportunity here. Payoff pitch, that one way out there. Having to track it down is Roush. That one gone. Home run, Morehead State. As now they will take a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 3rd. That one was barreled as Roush tried to track it down. That's a home run for Colton Becker. That is his first home run on the season.
All right, fans, let's get loud.
Well,
Next we have number 13.
I guess he's glad he didn't get it. I'm glad he's got. Can't talk. I guess he's glad he got out of the way of that pitch.
Yeah.
Put a charge into that one.
We talked about assessing options, but found the perfect pitch pretty much right down the middle. Hung over the plate. Now coming in is Chase Vinson. Base is clear for him. 2 outs still.
Straight into the bushes out there. Kind of like a Citizens Bank feel out there.
Right, yeah.
Bushes beyond center field.
You can't really see much out there, but there is a parking lot back out there. So if you parked out there, I hope your car's okay, because that ball came in hot. If we had StatCast in this ballpark at exit velo, that would have been something.
Hard. Fast.
Mound visit here to try and dial him back in. 2 errant pitches to start this at bat. You can tell that he seems a little rattled after giving up a home run there.
I mean, we previewed it. We talked about there might be some fireworks in this one. Got an example right there. These Bobcats can hit. Don't put it past them that they can't come right back and put 3 runs up of their own in the bottom half. Just going to have to dial in for 1 more out here and get the bats back up and cooking.
And if this becomes a game where it feels like you desperately have to win it, they have options on the bench too. A lot of guys got the day off, and they can always stay prepared, but it's also a little early to think about that. It's a long game. Baseball doesn't have a clock. So there's a lot of chances. Well, sort of. There is a pitch clock, but there's going to be a lot of opportunities for Ohio to get out of this one. Dials back in there, swing and a miss on a pitch outside the zone. The Chase Vinson. Chase Vinson, 26 strikeouts on the year. Low, though. Now 3-1. Only 11 walks on the season. A chance to take a base here. Action out in the Ohio bullpen. Can't tell who it is. Forced to swing and a miss, though, right there, as they may not need that bullpen arm this inning. It's now 3rd straight at bat. Straub has faced 2 strikes with 2 outs and gets a swing and a miss there. Runner goes. Gonna have to gun him down, but an errant throw, and he will get on. Strikes him out. But the runner does get on. Just can't catch a break. Got to feel bad for him right there. Got an awesome swing and a miss, but that one just tipped. Gets away from Blake Reed. Errant throw. Unable for Cole Williams to get.
It's a good job of communication there from Blake Reed, just unable to make the throw down. He almost seemed to lob it in a way, maybe put a little more velocity on that, but
that one cranked out the right field, but going to be able to get under it to start. They'll get out of the jam. Morehead State scores 3 on the home run from Colton Becker. Ohio now with a chance to cut into this deficit in the bottom of the third. Welcome back as Morehead State put up 3 on the board in the top of the third inning to take a 4-1 lead as Ethan Davis will stay out there for him on the mound. Due up this inning for the Bobcats, Nick Dolan, AJ Roush, Alec Patino. Dolan will lead off here. No plate appearances yet for him today as Ethan Davis has been pretty locked in to start this one. But gives up a hit right there. That one, chance for extra bases down the left field line. Dolan will get in there sliding for a leadoff 1-pitch double.
a huge pick-me-up right there for the Bobcats. Dolan comes in at the bottom in terms of batting average, hitting 149 on the season. So now you get him on second base to start the inning. Turn that lineup over for A.J. Roush, Alec Patino coming up. Could be the start of a big inning here.
They'll need is there. Down 3, still plenty of time left. Bottom of the third. A.J. Roush to the plate. Runner in scoring position. That one catches the corner of the zone. Will be strike 1. Actually just got word that this is a new pitcher. Sorry, our stats didn't quite update. It is a new pitcher for Morehead State. In the ball game is Will Grimmett, ERA of 18.56. 6 appearance on the season, 5 1/3 innings pitched. As he'll deliver the 0-2 to Roush. Good take right there. It'll be 1-2. So A.J. Roush with the big opportunity here. Driving the run at second, no outs. Fouls that one off his back. Will remain 1-2.
Feels like a big at-bat here. It's still early in this one, but you get that bottom of the order hitter to get a double down the line. You want to take advantage of that if you're the top half of this Bobcat order.
That one out to center field. Not deep enough to send Dolan to third. Well, I thought about it for a second, but caught in center field by Priest. 1 out.
Little bluff move there on the tag up. See if he can force an errant throw or anything
Yeah.
on that matter.
Roush heads off into the dugout. Opportunity somewhat wasted there, but Al Patino, no stranger to big moments. As if you watched the Bowling Green series a few weeks back, he delivered big time to Plate and Does. Another opportunity here. He'll send that one out to the outfield. Will surely send Dolan to third. Is caught. Runner tags. Dolan gets to third.
They're going to send
heading
him
home. Bad throw. Gets in. What a play there from Nick Dolan. Lightning speed. Tags up from second to home on a fly out to center field as the Bobcats chipping away at the lead here now, 4-2.
That ball was tattooed. You can hear some, well, maybe not our viewers, but I could hear some fans down below saying, go, go, go. They thought that one was way over his head. A great play out there by Riley Priest, but back to him all the way up to that 405 sign. And Nick Dolan, he was thinking about scoring right when he left that bag. He took that big turn heading to third base, knew he had that one easy. Third base coach waving his arm the whole way on that cutoff. They weren't expecting him to be heading home and kind of hesitated, allowed for an easy head first dive into home.
Quick throw.
Just check to see if
Back
he
to
tagged
second.
up right there. Never know, he could have possibly left early.
It's a good eye. Good thought.
Never hurts to check.
Heard from the crowd. He's that quick. And, yeah, those are some wheels. Can't take away from how great of a catch that was. Nonetheless, Mason Minzy now up at the plate, 1-0.
Especially tough, as I mentioned earlier, with that sun looking like it's right in his eyes. Obviously, we can't see the sun here. It's not in front of us. But given the time of day, I'm assuming it's right over top of us. So he was probably looking right into it.
Heads up down there on that third base line. Almost took out a photographer. Foul ball makes it 1-1. 2 outs, no runners on. Is the only runner that was on. Just got driven in, as you guys saw. But Mason Minzy putting up some numbers this season. Chance to keep the rally going, keep chipping away at this lead. Swing to miss there. 1-2. So chance for Will Grimmett to get out of this despite the run allowed. Not 100% his fault. Can't really fault anyone for a player being that fast. Wasn't even a bad throw in, too. That one low. Bob was a little bit behind the plate. Sakamoto able to get it back, though, as it's now 2-2.
It's more of the fact that they were just taken off guard that a runner was tagging up from second,
Yeah.
rounding third base. I'm sure they haven't really experienced that one too much. Reminds me.
I haven't even seen that one that much.
Reminds me of Billy Hamilton back in the day. Quickster.
That one sent out to right, but right to the right fielder, and that will end the inning. Bobcats get one back, but still trail 4-2 heading into the top of the fourth. New pitcher in the ball game as it's a bullpen day here in Athens, Ohio.
That's right, Grant. Luke Borer coming in on the mound. It's his 4th appearance of the year. He's got a rather high ERA himself, 13.5, but a great opportunity to get that down here in front of the home crowd. Only 4.2 innings pitched, so just a couple runs in that short amount of time can jack that ERA up pretty quickly, but we will see if he can't dial himself in right here, get a quick inning, get the Bobcats bats back up to the plate.
Should be noted that his last appearance was the last time these two teams played, and he didn't give up an earned run, which is extremely surprising for that game, as we've talked about having 33 combined runs.
And one of the few pitchers in either side not to give up a run in that one, that is.
Gave up 1 run, but it was unearned. Went an inning and 2/3 in that one. At the plate right now is Carter Sakamoto, his first time. He flew out center field.
While we're on the topic of that last game, there was 2 pitchers in that game combined out of a plethora that didn't give up an earned run. He was one of them, and Morehead State's Luke Lyman was the other. He actually ended up getting the win. Credit to his name.
Foul out to the first base side as William Stoddy had a chance to get play on it, but 2-2. Cool. The Carter Sakamoto. Sakamoto hugging inside of the batter's box here, choking up. That one gets away. Excellent block there from Blake Reed. Bring us to a full count.
Early challenge here for Luke on the mound.
Payoff pitch. That one batted foul. First base line. We'll do it again.
Gonna have to dig in and keep going at it with the hitter here. It's always fun to watch these battles. 7, 8 pitches. Keep fouling pitches off like that.
Payoff pitch once again. That one will get down in right field for a single, so the perseverance worked. Worked up a pretty good at bat there. Got the pitch count up and gets on base for a leadoff single. Isaiah Guzman back up to the plate. His first time out, flew out to right field. Ended the inning. Out there by Will Sturt. Morehead State, the chance to pile it on some more, but on the flip side, the chance for Ohio to potentially turn a double play here. One in for strike. Hasn't really been a lot of looking strikes there. Strikes in general, a lot of times it's either a pitch has been outside of the zone or it's been perfect placement and these hitters have been able to find it.
Yeah, these teams have come out swinging today. And makes for an entertaining day at the ballpark.
You like hits, we've got them. 10 hits combined already just in the top of the 4th. That one batted foul on the right field line. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Won't even let him go, as I guess you couldn't because there's a runner at first, but a stumble there. My goodness, I mean, what a pitch there to put him away. 1 out now in the inning.
Yeah, with that runner on first, can't advance on a drop third strike, but nonetheless, a great block back there by Blake Reed. Able to corral that one and not let the runner on first get up to second. Another one right there.
Riley Priest up to the plate now. 1 for 2 today. Had the leadoff double in the first and a fly out to Trevor Lucas in left field in the 3rd inning. Now the 4th inning, he's already back up because of the inning that Morehead State had last inning where they put 3 on the board. Outside, called strike there. 1-1. So 1 strike, 1 ball, 1 out. Runner at first. Comes the 1-1. Checks at it. Says he didn't go. The second base umpire. 2-1. Poor delivers. Like read a little bit of a late reaction there to dropping the ball, but not really anywhere for the runner to go.
Big pitch coming up right here. 3-1 count, 1 man on, nobody out yet. Top of the order, Riley Priest up right now. This could spell disaster if he loses him.
1 out, but a double play would end it. But it's now 2 runners on. Runner moves in the scoring position, getting into the thick of the order here for Morehead State is Jackson Feltner heading back up to the plate now.
That is right. I apologize for that. I said nobody down. There is 1 down in the inning. That Isaiah Guzman strikeout just went right over my head.
Jackson Feltner now to the plate. 0 for 0 today with 2 walks. Chance to put the bat to ball here.
Looking
2 runners on.
Looking to get an official at bat under his name.
1-0 there.
Good chance to drive some runs in right here. Extend that lead for the Golden Eagles.
Morehead State 8-11 on the road this year. We have a chance to get a 9th win. Amazing home clip. That one high, 2-0.
If you're a coach here, I'd expect that you would love an opposite field knock. You got the second baseman, Alec Patino, over covering the bag at second, leaving a big hole in between him and Cole Williams at first.
That one batted foul off the first base line. Gets one back there, though, as it'll now be 2-1. Feltner made his way around the bases last time as he was driven in on that moonshot out the left center field. Chance to bring home some runners here. That one low. Will be 3-1. Now you're staring bases loaded right in the face here. Would be Jackson Feltner's 3rd walk of the day. I don't know where I got 5th from, but not exactly what you want, to say the least, with only 1 out. Granted, plays everywhere. A swing and a miss there. Chance to get one back. Full count. But with the way some of these past balls have been today, if you're Morehead State, do you send any of the runners here?
That's what I was just thinking. Maybe try to, I don't know the wording I'm looking for, bank on the ball getting away. There they go.
They do send the runners. That one's high and in, or high and up, I should say. Well, they're the exact same thing. But bases loaded now with only 1 out. The plus side, there are forces everywhere, but not the plus side. Boer's only gotten 1 out so far, and the bases are loaded for a team that can score at a high rate.
That's really not a bad spot to send the runners in, either a full count. As a coach, you're thinking ball 4, they get the base automatically, and you're trusting your hitter to put the ball in play should he swing, and then the runners.
He does swing right there. That will at least be 1. Sending the second. This one in, going to be close at the plate. Slides in time. 2 RBI single for Morehead State. Big opportunity there, and Roman Kuntz delivered. RBIs 20 and 21 for him on the season. Now Morehead State will take a 6-2 lead here in the top of the 4th. They are just pouring it on.
His 3rd RBI of the day. He had that RBI single back in the 1st inning as well that scored Priest early on. So a big hit right there. Now you're staring down a 4-run deficit with just 1 down.
I'd forgot about the RBI single, so that's actually RBIs 21 and 22 for him on the season, a 3 RBI game. Coming up big in that 3 spot, but batting 4th, Nick Gooden. That one almost, or it did clip him, he says. The umpire disagrees. Dispute at the plate. Quick reset here after the 2 RBI single. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Kuntz at 1st, Feltner at 2nd. Gooden at the plate. Nick Gooden today had the RBI double in the 3rd inning, struck out in the 1st. That one high. 2-0. 1 out. Some action out there in the Ohio bullpen. Pretty typical on a bullpen day that they're going to have ongoing action, but you have to potentially look at options out there given the circumstances of right now. This one drifting out to right field. Going to be a play at the wall. It's gone. 3-run homer. Nick Gooden putting this one out of reach for the Bobcats almost. It's 9-2 in the 4th inning.
That one hurts if you're a Bobcat. You're thinking a manageable deficit there at 6-2, trying to get out of this one without too many more runs scoring. Gooden just poked that one out to right field, and it just kept drifting. All Will Sturr could do was look up and watch as it sailed over the wall.
Keep Boer in there. Just saw the manager for Ohio run out to the bullpen. And now the man who hit the home run last inning, Colton Becker, now at the plate. Becker with the 2-run homer in the 3rd. So very briefly, Roman Kuntz was the RBI leader for Morehead State. That one right out the center field. That will drop, as rightfully so, playing back, unable to get it, and he'll get in there in time for a double. Now a double and a home run to his name. Only a triple and a single away from the cycle if you want to start that watch. And the amount of plate appearances Morehead State has gotten today, you feel like you have to at least look for it.
These Morehead State Golden Eagles are really feeling good at the plate right now, and not only there, but on the bases as well. They've been very aggressive. A big turn there at first from Colton Becker allowed him to get into second easily after he noticed A.J. Roush mishandle that bloop in no man's land. So now they have another man in scoring position, and they're going to drive him in right there.
The bat flip there. That one gets down. Rounding third, heading for home, as Becker will get in there, standing up, shows the bazooka for an RBI double. Now 10-2, only 9 hits. This Morehead State team is just hitting really well with runners in scoring position. They left 2 runners on in that first inning, and they haven't looked back since, it seems.
Hey, you called that one right when you saw it. He flipped that bat way up into the air. They're really feeling good at the plate. And this one, the slow walk out from the coach right there. Appears his day is done, or maybe just a little.
Yeah, I feel like you have to get him out at this point. He's allowed a 6th spot in the 4th inning.
Here comes the bullpen.
Sending a new pitcher in. We'll be right back after this one. Morehead State leads 10-2. Welcome back to Bobcat TV. Morehead State has put up a 6th spot in the 4th inning as they now lead 10-2 over your Ohio Bobcats. And new pitcher on the mound for the Bobcats. Daniel, what do we have?
Yeah, that's right, Grant. Call to the bullpen here from the coach. Zach Weber coming in. He's got an 11.5 ERA. This will be his 8th appearance on the year. 18 innings pitched to his name. We'll see if he can't stop the bleeding. Only coming in with 1 runner on after the double, the RBI double from Chase Vincent. He stands now on second base alone, driving in Colton Becker.
There is still only 1 out in this inning, having to stop the bleeding from first part of this frame. That one looked to be a little bit outside, but call it a strike anyways. There's only 1 out. That is 6 straight runners that have gotten on from Morehead State. All of them have scored but Vincent. But he did have the RBI double. He's still out there at second. At the plate is Carter Owens. Owens today, one of the few Morehead State players without a hit. I want to strike. A 1-2.
Good opportunity to change that right here, drive in another run, put a little more padding. Not that they necessarily feel like they would
don't
need
really
any,
need
but
it.
you never know. Crazier things have happened in this sport. It's, as you noted, figuratively, no clock in baseball.
That was accurate until this year, and now you have to specify it a little bit. 2-2. Inside, full count. So a little bit more about Zach Weber here is, like Daniel said, call to the bullpen. As we said, 18 innings pitched, 36 hits. That one tipped, foul tip back. Remain at full count. He also got in the game the last time these two teams faced just 2 weeks ago. Allowed 3 hits, 3 earned runs, and a walk, along with a triple. Only accumulated 1 strikeout, so some familiarity here for these Golden Eagles, seeing a lot of the same guys from this Ohio bullpen. That one fouled back off the third base side, and will remain at a full count.
Owens having a great at-bat here with the new pitcher in, Weber. Regardless of how the outcome turns out in this one, he'll go back to the dugout, letting his teammates know. He swings and misses right there. And now he can still hold his head high, go back to the dugout, let his teammates know kind of the feel that he was getting from Weber. Almost like an in-depth scouting report firsthand.
Strikeout number 10 for Zach Weber on the season. Up to the plate now with 2 outs finally, it feels like. And this one is Carter Sakamoto. Sakamoto 1 for 2 on the day. Got home on a single in the 4th inning. Was driven in on that monster home run for Colton Becker. Down in the count already, 0-1. Pitch. This one grounded. Hits it short. He's 6-3 to end the inning. Inning finally over, but Ohio now down 8 runs as Morehead State leads, and this one heading to the bottom of the 4th, 10-2. Welcome back to Bobcat TV. We have the Morehead State Golden Eagles and the Ohio Bobcats facing off in this one. This one not much of a game right now as Morehead State just put up a 6th spot in the top of the 4th inning and they lead 10-2. But Ohio, they could score runs, absolutely have a chance here. As for Morehead State, Will Grimmett stays in the game at the plate. For Ohio's Will Sturrick leading off this inning. Colin Casper-Bauer and Cole Williams are also due up this inning. All 2 of the players, have hits today. Sturrick still 0 for 1. Sturrick had the put out from the short, or pop out to the shortstop last time out.
Yeah, that 6-run inning there from the Golden Eagles really has put them in prime position to come away with their 3rd straight win. This team, a very streaky one. We were talking about this before the game. They opened up their season on an 8-0 run, 8-game winning streak to start, and then proceeded to drop the next 7 of 8. Now coming in here at OU with a 15-12 record, looking to keep that winning streak going.
That one driven out past the shortstop and into left center field. We'll keep him at first, but Will Sturrock now on the board. So 6 hits for the Bobcats today, but that's only mustered 2 runs. On the flip side, Morehead State has 9 hits, but they've got 10 on the board.
Less hits than runs usually means a couple home runs in there, and Morehead State's been able to get those big flies over the wall, 2 of them so far in this one, both driving in multiple runs. Ohio could use one of those right about now.
Casper Bauer grounded the third. We'll try to get the double play. We'll only get the runner at second, so fielder's choice, but Casper Bauer still gets on. He's gotten on in both play appearances, but one away here for the Bobcats.
Great play over there on third base by Guzman. He had the range to his left, went down to a knee, and quickly zipped that one over to second base. So, yeah, speedy runner going down, and Casper Bauer wasn't able to turn 2. A big out number 1 right there, though.
Cole Williams to the plate at a doubles first time out, but will quickly end the inning here, it seems, as the put out there at second, and the throw to first will end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Bobcats as Morehead State still leads this one heading into the 5th, 10-2. Welcome back to Bobcat TV as we have some non-conference play here between the Morehead State Golden Eagles and the Ohio Bobcats as we enter the top of the 5th inning. Morehead State put up 6 runs in the 4th inning, 3 runs in the 3rd inning. Looking for another opportunity here to put some more runs on the board as they lead 10-2. Still on the mound for Ohio Bobcats is Zach Weber. And at the plate for Morehead State, who's now up in a 2-0 count, will be Isaiah Guzman. That one drilled up towards center. Grounded, but picked from Cole Williams there. They get the first out in the inning.
Good range there from Alec Patino over at second. You saw they were practicing that one when they took infield before the game started. Second baseman and shortstop trying to get to that ball up the middle. Paid off right there. He was able to get in front of that one, actually. Didn't even have to backhand it, so good speed, good range. Out number 1.
Riley Priest back to the plate. We've already seen 3 plate appearances from him, already back at the top of the order, which is crazy. Is excellent fielding there from Patino. Looks to have gotten him as that is out number 2. So some excellent defense here early on from the Ohio Bobcats in this inning. Something they definitely need to help support their pitcher out there, as the pitchers haven't really gotten any kind of support at the plate so far, or from the fielding, as Morehead State's just been putting the ball everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, they've been spraying it all over the field. Obviously, you mentioned 10 runs, 9 hits in the last half inning. 2 solid contact right there. Alec Patino showing off that range that he has. Standing in shallow right field, so just off the infield, giving himself a little more time to work.
Umpire says that hit Feltner. That will be his 4th walk in as many plate appearances today. Still 0 for 0. No technical at-bats yet for him. Look to have grazed his elbow. That's the 2nd time he's been hit by a pitch this year, as that's now walk number 28 for him this year. 4 walks a day. You can't exactly expect that coming into the game. That's the opposite golden sombrero, it feels like. To the plate now, Roman Kuntz. Kuntz brought in some runners that last inning, 3 RBI today. He got driven in on that 3-run homer from Nick Gooden last inning. That one just a little high. Will be 1-1. Bobcats here still with the potential for a quick inning. Plays at first and second, so this ball stays in the infield. There's a chance to get out of this one fairly quickly, and only 4 batters, which would be a good change of pace from how the last 2 innings have gone, of course.
Yeah, the 9 runs in the last 2 half innings for the Golden Eagles. OU trying to put a stop on that. Zach Weber still on the mound, trying to do something, trying to increase his, or decrease his ERA, that is. Get a couple more outs here before his day is up.
Feltner want to go on that one, but decides to stay on the foul, I should say. And we'll check on him down there first. Works to no avail. Stays 1-2. Kuntz today, 2 for 3, 3 RBI. The run himself couldn't really ask for a better day at the plate. That one batted high out to left center field. Will stay in the yard. And Lucas has it. Put him away. Ohio able to put a donut on the board for the first time since the 2nd inning, as they'll now head to the plate with a chance to get some back in the bottom of the 5th inning. Stay with us here on Bobcat TV. Welcome back to Bob Wren Stadium as we head to the bottom of the 5th here in a 10-2 game. Morehead State leads, and they have their 3rd pitcher out on the ball game. Daniel, why don't you tell us a little bit about Luke Lyman?
Yeah, Grant, thank you. Luke Lyman, the new pitcher for Morehead State. He was actually the pitcher in Morehead that was able to get the W credited to his name when the Bobcats went out there. He pumps that one in, just missing. But he went out last time facing the Bobcats, an inning and a third. No hits, no runs. He did surrender 3 walks, though, so look for, as he started this count 2-0, look for some of these Bobcat hitters to take advantage of that. Some more stats on him. He's got a 6.3 ERA this year. This will be his 11th appearance. Well, possibly an inning that the Bobcats could get some back.
Blake Reed at the plate now. 7-8-9 due up for the Bobcats this inning. He's already in a 3-0 count. Takes a strike there. That one, a slider down low. Still have him up 3-1 though.
Gotta imagine you're taking all the way right there. Just trying to get anything you can.
That one grounded as waste a 3-0 count. 1 down in the inning for Blake Reed. Up next to the plate, Trevor Lucas. Trevor Lucas 0 for 1 today. It's crazy. We're talking about these Morehead State players, and some of these guys at the top of the order have already had 4 plate appearances today. This bottom half of the Bobcats order, they've only gotten to the plate once today. It's been a crazy disparity in how these two teams have been.
They certainly are turning that lineup over quickly. Are the away Morehead State Golden Flashes. Ground out to second right
Golden
there.
Eagles, you mean? Golden Flashes, they're in our
Golden
conference.
Flashes.
They're in our conference, though.
Force of habit. I'm sorry, not the, was that Kent State? Golden Flashes,
yes.
Golden Eagles. Forgive me.
2 down already here for the Bobcats. Up to the plate now, Nick Dolan, who scored all the way from second on a tag up last time out. Last run to score for the Bobcats, only 2 runs, and made it across the plate for the Bobcats. Sends one out to center. Doesn't have to move much, though. Oh, actually does. He had to make the leap and catch. So 3 up, 3 down. 5 batters retired in a row for Ohio as we'll head to the top of the 6th here at Bob Brand Stadium. Stay with us as Morehead State leads 10-2.
Today we'll have a dance competition.
Welcome back to Bobcat TV here in Athens, Ohio. We head to the top of the 6th inning after a rare scoreless frame from both teams in the 5th inning. Morehead State's back up with 4-5-6 due up. Zach Weber stays on the mound, forced a swing and a miss there. They get ahead early, 0-1. So this being a bullpen game, Daniel and Zach Weber already gone an inning and 2/3, putting on a show so far for the Bobcats. Only pitcher so far hasn't allowed any runs. Errant throw there. That's short from Dolan. Be a throwing error and the leadoff base runner.
Hey, Weber came in. He struggled a little bit right out the gate, but he settled in and put up a scoreless frame in the last half. Now looking to do so again. Give his guys as many opportunities as they can to chip into this lead.
Heading up next to the plate is the guy with the big homer in the 3rd inning, Colton Becker. Also made it around last time. That one called strike. A single. 2 runs for him today. 2 RBI, 2 for 3. He had a pop out the 2nd in the 1st inning. This Morehead State line, it's just as deep as it gets. That one bobbled, chance to get the runner out here, puts the tag down, he is out. That's second. Excellent recovery there from Blake Reed. Gunned the runner down at second. So one away here, and that makes up for the error there. That has to feel good if you're Zach Weber.
I was going to say that's a huge confidence boost there for Blake Reed. He's let a couple get away. He was able to corral that 1-1, and then he was able to fire a strike down to second base to get the runner. Just a overall great play behind the dish.
2-1 now, one out. Swing and a miss there. Swung that one with force as Zach Weber really getting the swing and miss now. I feel like we didn't really see that many early on in the game, but he's starting to get Morehead State's number here. 2-2. That one low. Just gave him some bait, something to chase. As we can now go to a full count. You can see there on your screen that outfield playing back. So is the infield, but shouldn't be a problem for Dolan. Still got him. That one was as close as it gets.
Bang, bang play.
There's now 2 away as getting a 1-2-3 inning here for the Bobcats, or 3 up, 3 down rather. Would be huge.
Talked about Blake Reed getting a big confidence boost on that last one, being able to gun that runner down at second. Nick Dolan getting a little confidence boost of himself there. As you probably remember, he sailed that one over the first baseman's head on the first batter in the inning and was able to get that one there.
Coach thinks that Zach Weber's hit his limit after 2 1/3 innings pitched and no earned runs. He'll head out of this one. Stay with us as we have a pitching change here in the top of the 6th. New pitcher on the mound, Adam Beery, with 2 away here.
First left-hander we've seen from either side today. Coming in for the Bobcats.
Good point as he puts that one in, and that hits Chase Vincent. So 1 pitch, 1 runner, not the way you want to start. But you got a guy that hugs the plate like that. Surely he draws a lot of hit-by pitches.
There's been a couple of them.
Yeah, that's his third on the season.
There's been a couple of those. And this one just barely nicking the batter from Morehead State. Adam Beery coming into this one. This is going to be his 2nd appearance on the year, so relatively new to the season. He gave up 1 run in 1 innings of work.
Runner goes after Carter Owens shows bunt. Unable to get him that time as they did gun down a runner at second. They get the first out in this inning, but that will be a steal there. Chase Vincent, that yet another steal. Has seen a lot of this tried between the teams today, but it seems a lot of foul balls have ruined that seemingly.
Regardless, another strong throw down to second, a 1-hopper picked nicely by Dolan. Just got the tag down a little too late, got the hand in there quickly.
That one low and in. I should mention that is Chase Vincent's only steal attempt of the season, so 1 for 1. Can only go down from there, right?
Well, I mean, can go up.
Can go up. It can go down. The way that these
good
guys have been
steal.
trying to steal today.
They do have a good steal percentage on their roster. A quick team is Morehead State. And they're showing it in this one. Very aggressive.
32 for 40 coming into this game on stolen base attempts. That one right down the pipe. Popped up, having to track it down in right field. That one caught by Alec Patino, and that'll end the inning. So 1 out there for Adam Beery. Faces 2 batters. Hopefully for the Bobcats, he'll come back out in the 7th, but we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Ohio still down 8 in this one.
Let's make some noise for AJ.
Welcome back to Bobcat TV. Here's AJ Roush, leads off the inning for the Bobcats. Ohio still down 8 in this one. As time running out to get ahead here. Morehead State will keep Lyman on the mound for this one. Had a struck out, or not struck out, but he got out every single batter he faced the last inning.
It'd be interesting to see this 3rd time around in the lineup for the Bobcats, see if they can't get any hits strung together, get a couple guys on, couple guys in. This is the guy you want up at the plate to start something like that.
Ohio only been through the order twice. That's the opposite story for Morehead State. You got a lot of guys already 4 plate appearances. That one sky high in the left center field. Tracking it is Priest. That'll be 1 away.
The ball was hit a country mile in the air. Those can kind of get tough when you're looking up into the air for that long. You can start to misjudge it a little bit. Good tracking job there by Riley Priest for the first out of the inning.
Alec Patino now up, grounded to a fielder's choice last time up. That one, this guy's out into the bullpen. I apologize. He had the fielder's choice in the 1st inning, but in the 3rd inning, he had the sac fly that drove in Nick Dolan, who tagged all the way from 2nd. That was an excellent effort. That's the last run Ohio scored. Not scored since the 3rd inning. Patino already down 0-1. That one looked to have nipped his bat there a little bit. So it's technically a foul, even though I was pretty close to hitting him. But count 0-2 now. 1 out in the inning. The pitch. That one low.
It's worth
1-2.
noting. Worth noting in this one that Lyman trying to set down the Bobcats' order. It would be the 3rd straight time, or 3rd straight inning rather, that Morehead State's able to do so facing the minimum. It's 1 out closer.
7 up, 7 down. The last 7 Ohio batters faced for Morehead State. All of a sudden, I mean, the bats have seemingly gone cold, but Ohio's making good contact. It's just seemingly good fielding from Morehead State.
They're just hitting it to the wrong place. These fielders are properly prepared, have a good scouting report, it seems.
That one high and out to Mason Minzy. 1-0. Minzy over 2 on the day, an uncharacteristic day for him. One of the one of, if not the best hitter on this Ohio squad. That one high, but called strike. Looks to have caught the top of the zone there. So 1-1, 2 outs to go here in the bottom of the 6th. The delivery. That one bobbled. Good blocking job there behind the plate from Sakamoto today. Had a lot of pitches with some movement, but he's done a really good job of really preventing some balls to really get away from him.
Yeah, he has. Him and Blake Reed have both gotten a lot of opportunities back there to corral some. Sakamoto has been very impressive.
That one will get down, so that breaks the streak of 7 Ohio batters retired. Mason Mincy will get on with 2 outs. While there are 2 outs, it is an opportunity for Ohio to maybe get something going here, just get some momentum. With the heart of the order coming up, even if Sturritt gets out here, there's always a chance that Casper Bauer, Williams, or someone can get something going.
It's got to start somewhere. Can't go up there with the mindset of, oh, I'll just let the next guy do it. It's got to start with you. Pass the baton meta.
That baton will to be passed in the 7th inning as we'll put him away for out number 3 in the bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the top of the 7th with Morehead State still leading 10-2. Stay with us here on the Bobcat TV network. Almost time to stretch here at Bob Rent Stadium in Athens, Ohio, as we enter the top of the 7th inning. And after some fireworks in the early part of the game, Morehead State went up 10-2, but that's back-to-back innings with no runs. But Morehead State already going through their 4th turn through the order. 8-9-1 due up here for the Golden Eagles, as that will bring up Carter Sakamoto, the catcher, to the plate. Adam Beery still out there for the Bobcats. Delivers one low. Will be 1-0.
You mentioned this being the 4th time Sakamoto and Guzman, soon to be, will bat in this one. The Bobcats, it's a different story, though. Everybody's at least batted twice, just trying to get through that 3rd time in the order.
Check down to the first base umpire, and says he didn't go, so Sakamoto will stay up 2-0. The delivery from Beery. That one almost clipped him. Will be 3-0. So seemingly another walk in the works here, unless Sakamoto gets something he likes. Been a lot of walks for the Bobcats today. He'll take one right there, as that's walk number 6 for him on the season.
Next for Morehead State, Guzman.
So that's now 6 walks on the day for Morehead State. It's actually Sakamoto's 2nd walk on the day. Which now brings to the plate Isaiah Guzman. Takes a strike there. Guzman, one of the only two batters for Morehead State that they did not get on base. Technically, Feltner is one of the only 3 that's hitless, but 4 plate appearances for him and 4 walks. That'll play.
Yeah, I mean, no plate appearances, but that's certainly something that the coach will appreciate. Getting on base however you can.
They've been some really good at-bats, too, as really drawing it up as that one skied out to right field. Tracing back is Sturck. Catch this one, keep the runner at first. One away in the top of the 7th.
With a little break here, let's check in on the standings in the MAC conference. OU, despite this performance out here today, and they still have a couple innings to do something, they sit in second place in the MAC standings behind Ball State. Ohio with a 8-4 conference record, Ball State a 10-2 conference record. So 2 games out from that. On OU's heels is Kent State, the Golden Flashes, as I accidentally said earlier. Got the Golden Eagles here in front of us today, but Kent State with a 6-3 conference record in third place. So OU very much still in the running for that MAC regular season title. They'll look to add a couple wins there coming up soon.
It should be mentioned that the top 4 in the MAC will make the MAC tournament. Ohio made it there last year. Of course, the winner of the MAC tournament heads to the NCAA tournament. Checking in on the runner at first is Beery. And at the plate, none other than Riley Priest, who's 1 for 3 today with a walk as well. Had the leadoff double in the first inning. Hasn't put bat to ball too well since. Until there, that one will get down, gets in front of the center fielder. As a slip and fall there from Sakamoto, gets back to second, took the turn, had the chance to get the third, but that'll be a single to get Priest's second hit of the day. So now that'll bring back up Jackson Feltner, who is 0 for 0 today, but has the 4 walks to his name. Chance to maybe get on base once more with a runner in scoring position. 2 on, 1 out. As Ohio will trot out their pitching coach. Looks like this might be a call to the bullpen.
I saw the motion. It is a call to the bullpen. Looks like Beery's day is over.
Adam Beery's day is over, as he's still responsible for the 2 runners on, but so his day's not officially done yet score-wise, but 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk. We'll be right back after this. New pitcher on the mound for the Ohio Bobcats as there's 1 out away here in the top of the 7th inning. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Patrick DeMarco, Daniel?
Yeah, Patrick DeMarco coming into this one, his 5th appearance on the year. He's got an 8.1 ERA, 3.1 innings pitched to his name so far, and he's coming in a bit of a jam with 2 runners on and 1 away.
He's not responsible for those runners, though. We'll wait for the final line for Beery. There's 1 as Feltner takes that. Feltner, as we had mentioned, 4 walks on the day, hit by pitch in the 5th. Has 2 runs on the day as well, as he was driven in on both home runs in the 3rd and 4th innings.
Tough position to come in here if you're DeMarco. 2-3-4 looming with 2 runners on and 1 down. Big spot to sort of prove it to your coach that you belong here, and we'll see if he's able to buckle down and help these Bobcats get out of this inning with no more damage put on that board.
3 pitches thrown, 3 pitches inside as Feltner now looking for the rare feat of 5 walks in a day. Patrick DeMarco delivers a 3-0. That one catches the corner of the zone, will be a strike. Looks back into the count a little bit, so 2 runners on. As we had said, DeMarco not responsible for them, but forces at first, second, and third. A chance to get the double play here. That would really help him to be able to get out of the inning. I'm sure Beery would appreciate that too. That one a strike. Feltner thought he had it. That one catches just the outside corner of the zone. Will be a full count. So the last time it was full count, 1 out. Morehead State had 2 runners on. We said, do they send the runners here? So I'll ask the question again. You think they should send them here?
I don't think they do, just because it's this big of a ball.
Well, they did it. Pass ball. That's why you do it. As Sakamoto thought about coming home, but that's yet another walk. 5 walks today for Jackson Feltner. Now bases loaded, 1 out. The good news, chance to get 2 outs, forces anywhere. Bad news is bases are loaded, 1 out. Last time they saw this scenario, Morehead State put up a 6 spot in the 4th inning.
It's the sort of thought process there was that, they're up by 8 runs in the back third of this game. Obviously, 9 outs is 9 outs. The Bobcats could definitely string together some runs here and put a dent in this one, but I didn't expect them to be as aggressive. I guess should have expected otherwise, but now the bases are loaded. Looking to do some more damage.
Roman Kuntz at the plate. Swing and a miss there. Roman Kuntz today had the 2 RBI single in the 4th that really started the run that Morehead State went on. Had the RBI single in the 1st as well. So you have the saying, boop and a blast. He's the boop part, it seems like. Just poked out a couple singles and drove some runners in, but in danger of going down on strikes here as he's now down in count 0-2.
Did fly out to left field. That is his last time up. They would certainly take that again and get another run across. Sac fly RBI. So coach, you just want this ball in play.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there for Patrick DeMarco.
Obviously, best case scenario there would have been a ground ball double play, but that is your next best case. A huge, huge strikeout there for DeMarco. Now it's going to take a base hit or a walk to get this run in from third if Morehead State wants to pad their lead anymore and score for the first time in what would be 3 frames.
Nick Gooden at the plate, of course, had the home run in the 4th inning, so capable of that power. I mean, he smoked that ball out to center field. I apologize. That was the Becker home run. He just popped one over the right field line, was late on the ball, but a lot of power in this lineup. There's a reason why he's batting cleanup, of course.
Well, the cleanup hitter is put in the 4 hole for this position right here. All ducks on the pond. Got a chance for 4 RBIs. Put one in the gap, get 3 of them in.
The 1-1 the Gooden. Check swing, checks down the first base umpire, says he didn't go. As he'll head up into the count, 2-1. Still 2 outs. All ducks on the pond, bases loaded. Morehead State Golden Eagles, chance to really put this one out of reach if it wasn't already. Here comes a 2-1 from DeMarco. That one lined the left and will get down. That scores at least 1 runner, going for 2. As he'll head home, as that's his second big opportunity there to come up. And third, I apologize, 3 for 5 now on the day. It's 2 RBI, so he now has 6 RBI on the day. Talk about clutch hitting. If you want a good cleanup hitter, I don't think it really gets any better than that in this situation.
I mean, we were talking about how he was put in that cleanup spot for a reason, able to get 2 more in right there. 6 of the 12 runs for Morehead State today credited to his name, or runs batted in, that is. They're not done yet.
Marco delivers. Colton Becker here. It's Colton Becker, 2 outs now. Runners on first and second. He hit the home run back in the 3rd inning. That was a 2-run shot that was smoked out to center field. Also made his way around the plate in the 4th inning. He got on via single. The ground out to the shortstop last time out, 6-3. Now sits in the count 1-1, 2 outs to go. DeMarco out at the stretch. That one clobbered out the left field. Tracing back is Lucas. This ball is gone. 2-run, 2-homer day for Colton Becker. That's a 3-run shot. 5 RBI on the day now is, wow, 15-2 for the Morehead State Golden Eagles. It doesn't get any better than that if you're Morehead State. And oh boy, 13-run lead now.
When these Bobcats traveled to Morehead, it was Riley Priest with 3 home runs. Today, it's Colton Becker, and that was his 5th RBI. And this game has seemingly been put out of reach for the Bobcats.
Vincent to the plate now. He started his day 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but has dialed it back in a little bit. A RBI double in the 4th, then got hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. So 1 for 3 day for him. Math is hard. Simple math here. He's ahead in the count. 2-0. 2 outs. No runners on as they all just got brought in on the 3-run homer there from Colton Becker, his 2nd of the game. In terms of Colton Becker, that's now his 2nd home run on the season.
That's the good part about this field is we don't necessarily have to worry about math too much.
Right. That one clips him. That'll be a 2nd hit by pitch of the game.
Got him right in the foot. That one stings.
That was 4th hit by pitch on the season. Now tied for the team lead with Nick Gooden, 2 just in this game. Now another runner on. There's still 2 outs. Seemingly no action down in the Ohio bullpen. They're just going to ride this one out at this point. May as well save your arms for the upcoming weekend series, which we'll talk about coming up. It's Ball State. Pass ball there allows the runner to advance to 2nd.
Rough day back there for Blake Reed. Continues. He's had his moments. He's shown flashes. A couple balls getting past him, though. I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself about this one. We'll go have a chat with DeMarco on the mound now. What do you think they talk about in a situation like this? 5 runs given up already in the inning. Man on 2nd, 2 down.
Well,
just slow the pace down a little bit.
I would say you just slow the pace down. Just dial in. There's a lot of season left. At this point, seemingly the game is over. You would think. Like we said, there is no clock in baseball. But down 13 runs, you have 3 innings to score 13 runs just to force extras, which that's an improbable feat in the way this game has gone. It doesn't seem that it's going to go that way, but if you want to talk about that, just dial it in, just force some swings and misses. Morehead State's made a really good job of getting bat to ball today, but more swings and misses like that, as you see right there, coming from Carter Owens. It's a good way to dial down this bullpen. Ohio has had a little bit of a shaky bullpen if you want to just look at ERA numbers this year, but seemingly they've got a good starting lineup. Today was a bullpen day, as we had said coming into this one. You had to expect at least runs. I don't think anyone expected quite 15 runs, but still 7 outs to go for Morehead State. But ultimately, you just have to dial it back in a little bit and just get ready for the next one. Just find a positive, I would say, is really what you have to do if you're DeMarco in this situation. Swing and a miss there, and we talked about it. Getting swings and misses. DeMarco got it, gets out of the jam. 5 runs in the top of the 7th for Morehead State. It's time to stretch here at Bob Wrenn Stadium. Stay with us for the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back to Bob Brent Stadium. It's a little bit of a blowout here, so to speak. It's 15-2. Morehead State leads the Bobcats, but new pitcher on the mound for the Golden Eagles, Riley Bradshaw. What do you have for us on him, Daniel?
Yeah, Riley Bradshaw, one of the more seasoned bullpen guys for Morehead State. He's appeared in 12 games. He's actually started 2 of them, 18 and 2/3 innings to his names. He's got a 5.3 ERA. Coming into, we get a couple outs here, maybe 1 or 2 innings of work, possibly even 3 if he can finish this one out. First left-hander that the Bobcats have faced today.
Check down to the first base umpire, says he went. The 0-2. Due up for the Bobcats this inning, 5, 6, 7. We have a pinch hitter for the Bobcats. Foul tip. Stay 0-2. Break down some of the numbers for the Bobcats today. They have not gotten a single walk yet they haven't struck out yet. They just haven't really been getting balls down. Only 2 extra base hits with runners on. Only 2 for 9. Grounded there to the third baseman, Guzman, and that will be 1 out.
Hey, you mentioned that was a pinch hitter there. That was Clay Cutter for the Bobcats coming in to hitting .313 on the year. Obviously, grounded out to Guzman right there. Solid contact, not able to get anything going. 1 down now.
Cole Williams up to the plate. Cole Williams today, 1 for 2. Actually appears to maybe a pinch hitter.
Another pinch hitter there. That's Harrison Johnson in. Number 9 for the Bobcats. He's only hitting .125 on the year, so looking to get that number up here with a little pinch hit appearance.
Bradshaw delivers. That one outside, 1-1. To continue with some of Ohio's numbers today, the runners on, 2 for 9, 222 average. 1 for 3 with runners in scoring position, 333. Again, anytime you're batting 333, that's great. That's the 1-2 there. But they just haven't seemingly gotten runners into scoring positions, and they haven't really capitalized with 2 outs. They're only 1 for 4 with 2 outs. That's a swing and a miss there. So they'll get the throw of the first, 2 away. Heading up to the plate for the Ohio Bobcats will be Wes Love.
Another pinch hitter, got the pinch hit inning. Wes Lug coming in. He's himself batting .333 like you talked about just a minute ago. We'll see if he can't put a ball in the outfield, get something going with 2 outs here for the Bobcats.
Strike there. The 0-1.
He's got a 1,500 OPS. He can really
play.
do some damage.
That one foul tip to Ohio's dugout. Quickly 0-2. So chance to go. 3 batters face, 3 batters put down for Bradshaw in this one.
Numbers can be a little deceiving sometimes. Obviously, 1,500, that's no joke. This only his 4th plate appearance on the year, though. He's still trying to get into the swing of things, if you will.
The 1-2. That one will get down. That was a valiant effort for Becker there as Ohio gets a runner on.
Just a little flare out in the center field. That'll always play, as you like to say.
Trent Newer now to the plate for the Bobcats as Ohio has pinch hit all of their bottom hitters in this one, it seems. 5, 6, 7, 8. Quick mound visit here.
Seems as if it's empty the bench time for the Bobcats.
All right, as we alluded to earlier, this game is seemingly over unless you get the greatest comeback of all time. That will be it for Bradshaw, actually, and Morehead State will bring out a new pitcher. Stay with us here in the bottom of the 7th. We bring on the call to the bullpen for the Golden Eagles.
Dude, I keep wanting to say Golden Flashes.
It's a tough watch. I just want to get Who's the new pitcher? Looks like 23. Zach Taylor.
Oh, don't do it, Daniel. Don't do it, Daniel.
I like him now.
I wonder if he's related to Zach Taylor.
Probably not.
Maybe he's Zach Taylor Jr.
It has an H on the end.
Had to be a little. And we're back in Athens at Bob Wren Field. Morehead State with a pitching change. They went away from Riley Bradshaw. And coming on is Zach Taylor. He has a 13.5 ERA. This is just his 4th appearance on the year. And got to feel like Bradshaw came in maybe off a couple days rest, try to keep him sharp. And, you know, one of the more seasoned veterans, or seasoned pitchers, that is, you want him coming down the line when you get into a series like that's coming up. So they'll go to Zach Taylor and gets the first one swinging.
0-1 to Trenton Newer, yet another pinch hitter for the Bobcats. It's 5, 6, 7, and 8 have all been pinch hit. Doesn't look like Nick Dolan's on deck. So it would presumably be another. Actually, I apologize, that is him on deck. I didn't see the number. 0-2, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Delivers. He kicks off of Sakamoto. We'll go to 1-2.
Riley Bradshaw being the pitcher they just took out. He was, too, one of the pitchers that faced these Bobcats a couple weeks ago. And he gave up 3 runs, so a little number tacked to his name. Maybe the coach trying to prevent that as well.
2 bobbled pitches now helps Trenton win back the count. Now tied 2-2. Taylor delivers. That one high. Works up to a full count. So he was just down 0-2, and now 3 pitches later, all of a sudden, Zach Taylor has himself a little bit of bind here, forcing a full count. Runner will surely go with 2 outs in the inning. Ohio needing literally every run they could get. Down 13 here in the bottom of the 7th. And the payoff pitch. That one inside. It's a walk. And 2 runners on as Nick Dolan, batting 9th, gets back around to him. He's 1 for 2 on the day.
Nick Dolan.
As we had mentioned, he scored from second on a tag. That was the last run Ohio scored all the way back in the 3rd inning. Now has a chance to maybe bat in a few here. With 1 runner in scoring position. Anything helps at this point, being down 13 runs, right?
Right. Nick Dolan being the 5th batter this inning coming up. He's actually the first batter of the inning that's not a pinch hitter. So, last 2 pinch hitters, and Lugg and Newer, both able to reach, single and a walk. See if Dolan's able to drive 1, maybe 2 around right here.
The 1-0. Makes contact, but that will dribble just foul down the 3rd base line, even it up at 1-1.
Love how even though they're down 13, you look down at that 3rd base dugout, as you can see behind Dolan right now. Every single Bobcat up over the railing, still supporting their teammates, not letting their heads drop. It's a great team aspect to have. That one pop up back towards us.
That one hit the press box, hit the top of it, at least I heard it.
Yeah, you could hear it roll down the roof behind us.
No souvenirs, though. Any balls here, you got to give back, as it is in most college baseball. But the 1-2. 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. Ohio down 15-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. That one right to the shortstop, Becker, and that will end the inning. 15-2, Morehead State leads as we head to the bottom of the 8th. We'll preview what Ohio has next this weekend in MAC play. Apologies here. Run rule, as that will actually be your ball game. Morehead State wins this one 15-2 in 7. That's another win for the Morehead State Eagles. Golden Eagles, apologize there. They now go to 16-12 on the season, 9-11 away. As we said that they needed to get hot, and they did get hot.
Yeah, we talked about earlier how this team is a streaky one. Started the year 8-0, dropped 7 of their next 8. Now on a 3-game winning streak as they head in to a series coming up with, and I apologize if I botched this name, Canisius. This weekend they'll have a 3-game set back at their home field, Allen Field in Morehead, Kentucky. As for the Bobcats, they dropped this one going to 10-15 on the year, and they'll look to bounce back coming up this weekend.
They play Ball State this weekend back here at Bob Wren Stadium. Of course, a bounce-back opportunity as they drop the season series against the Morehead State Eagles as they round this one out here. Morehead State wins by a final score of 15-2. And as for Daniel Barnard, I'm Grant Kiefer. Hope you enjoyed your 7 innings of baseball with us as Morehead State wins this one at Bob Wren by a final score of 15-2. Please join us next time as Ball State heads up Bob Wren Stadium this weekend, and we hope you have a good night.